Okay, guys, so how were you raised? This book asks, and I think this is a good question. Um, were you raised up with holiness? When you were a child, what were you taught about holiness? A lot of us didn't even have this, right? We were brought up really worldly, brought up with watching Solid Gold dancers and Bandstand and actually brought up to be a sex object, right? Many of us ladies were. So when we look at God's standard, it's a whole different standard. And someone had said to me, we are queens. And this is the truth. We are queens, and we need God to open our eyes to that. And someone was telling me too, like if you watch Braveheart with spiritual eyes instead of just Braveheart, with just a normal, movie about war, you will see that everything he took was for his bride, right? Same with Christ. Everything he took and tortured was for us. So we are his. Do you struggle with lust? This is funny because the day before, I had a boss saying, hey, look at that guy's good looking. There was a guy in the hotel who was good looking, and she goes, I may be married, but I'm not dead. So I didn't really say much. And then yesterday, we were cleaning by the pool area, and she's like, Melissa, there's some eye candy for you. And I go, what? And she goes, look over there. And there were a couple guys with their shirts off. And I'm like, you know what? I go, they are young enough to be my sons. Don't even go there, basically, with me. And she's like, she goes, yeah, but so what? It doesn't matter. Now, this is a married woman. And I go, that's disgusting. They're young enough to be my sons. And she goes, well, they're just eye candy, that's all. And I think she took a picture of them. And I said, I'm not going to be lusting after them. And she goes, I'm not talking about lust. I'm just talking about enjoying looking at them. And I go, that's disgusting. I'm not going to be lusting after them. And so we are in a battle to actually watch our hearts, right? And to watch our eyes. And really, we're just dead to it. We should be dead to it as older women, right? We should be dead to this stuff. This stuff is immature. You don't use people to get some kind of a high off them, right? That's not what relationships are about. They're about a relationship and intimacy in the relationship with one another, not looking at somebody and being like, oh, I want to lust after him. And, someone else said, this guy in this room, oh my goodness, he's gorgeous. And she's like, I have never seen a guy this good looking, model-like. And, I said, well, you're not married yet. So there you go, It's different when you're married, ladies. When you're married, it's one person for life. That's it. Watch your attitudes, your thoughts, everything.